What up guys, it's Timo here. Let's take a quick look at markets with 21metrics here, but first don't forget to check our partner SiteShift.ai, the best place to shift your crypto easily and with freedom. So to Bitcoin, yeah, we are still seeing like selling pressure here. Bitcoin's right now actually a bit below 90k, so we have corrected downwards a lot since the peak of 126k, and we are kind of like 30% down from there, so that's quite a lot. So if you have been holding Bitcoin, that's quite significant drawdown, and here we can see like retail investors selling currently, so only like this like biggest cohort is in accumulation mode, so that's kind of like a positive sign. So that means that we might go sideways here for a while, and whales are active, even buying here, but like most of the cohorts are selling currently. That's the truth here. So into macro, so yeah, this year since January has been pretty disappointing to Bitcoin and crypto overall. So cryptos as high beta investments haven't been performing that well, while like we have seen some like Zcash making its rally in October, but like overall Bitcoin, Ethereum haven't been performing well. So Bitcoin is, if you look at year-to-date performance, Bitcoin is at -1 currently. So Bitcoin is negative looking from the year-to-date perspective, and Ethereum is negative minus 4.9, so like around -5% down since January this year. So yeah, that's not good. And like one thing is that Bitcoin used to be correlated with Nasdaq here. Nasdaq is the pink indicator, and Nasdaq is now up 20% year-to-date basis. So even that correlation has now broken down. Of course, it's possible that Bitcoin would correct upwards from here. I hope that, but so far it has been a bit disappointing. While gold is up by 58% year-to-date, so that's quite good, and silver is up by 81%. So precious metals really are performing well here. Why is that? There could be like many reasons behind that, but yeah, cryptos are not performing well, unfortunately here. Of course, like we still have December ahead of us basically, so cryptos could still like catch up. I would hope that cryptos would at least catch up with Nasdaq index here, so it would be like plus 20% year to date. And like treasury companies have been the topic this year. Charles Edwards has been talking and covering them, and like this blue line here is like the total DAT count. So DAT is digital asset treasury company, and throughout the year we have seen like more companies coming in, but actually now since like early November we haven't seen new DATs being founded. That's like one indicator. So since summer, like to November, there are many new companies founded, but now it has stopped, and we haven't seen new companies kind of like in 1 month. So that's one indicator. While Bitcoin spot prices here correcting downwards from its peak of 126k in October. So and here we are seeing like the treasury company buys and sells, and buys are the green ones and sells are red ones. So actually treasury companies are offloading their coins. They might hold Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, of course mostly Bitcoin, but they at a certain point they're forced to sell their assets. So I think like you can divide this chart into two parts. So basically like here we are seeing new treasury companies coming in, being founded, and of course like at first they were buying assets obviously, and probably they were like supporting the price here, and even uplifting Bitcoin's price to the all-time high, but then after that the price corrected downwards after like 10th of October. It was like this big inflection point. A lot of liquidations. I think some like market makers even might be in trouble here, because market has been performing like weirdly after 10th of October. So I personally feel that something broke during the 10-10 event, and maybe probably like some market makers might be in trouble, or some treasury companies, and then performance has been bad, and treasuries are selling. Unfortunately, I think there might be more selling ahead, because so many DADs were founded, and many are not like sustainable in a negative market. I think the structure of many work in like a positive market environment, but if it would correct like to 80k or lower, I think actually many face troubles, so they might be illiquid, and yeah, so they are kind of like, you can divide this, so it's like the leverage phase and then a deleverage here, so that's the truth here. So yeah, I wanted to talk about Tether's aggressive gold accumulation. So you can buy gold tokens in form of PaxG and Tether's XAUT, and they have been buying a lot of gold. So during the third quarter alone, Tether bought like 26 tons of gold, and that's like they are now on the same level with nation state buyers. So that's quite a lot, and obviously they are like using the gold to back their USD based stable coin USDT, but also using to back up their native gold token, which is XAUT. So yeah, but this kind of like a pivot they're making. So why is this happening basically? So Tether as a company now holds like 116 tons of gold, and that makes the company like the world's largest non-sovereign holder. So Tether basically, as a private company, it's kind of like almost like a central bank. So that's huge, and it has huge influence. Also, I think Tether's position is very special, because they kind of like support USD dollar, because there is a huge demand for USD, and I think like Tether is meeting this demand. So there isn't seems that there isn't enough USD liquidity in Asia and Africa and many other places, and like Tether is using this demand, USD demand to grow its business, but also now they're diversifying into gold, and like when looking back at third quarter Q3, Tether's buys represented like 2% of the global quarterly gold demand, and like around 12% of central bank purchases. So that's that's a lot. So Tether's purchase alone were about like 2% of the whole gold demand, and of course like gold has been rallying a lot. It is now 58% year to date. So although it has been a good investment for them if you compare to Bitcoin. But I think like it's Bitcoin and gold share similar features. They are both scarce. So I think this kind of like is the way to diversify your assets as for Tether. So, but yeah, I think that there will be more demand for gold based tokens like PaxG and XAUT. It's interesting to see how this move forward. But yeah, I think like Tether, it's very successful company, and it will continue to be as one, and it's interesting to see how when you have like basically you have grown as a crypto company, but now you're like diversifying into other fields, like in this case to gold. And I think they also invested some like gold mining companies, so at this point it makes sense to diversify. But I think that's all for now, and see you next time. Take care.